welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Siggy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Shane Bieber. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Mason Wynn, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Next pitch is downstairs. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaching down, makes the catch. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Brendan Donovan stands in now, looks at that one inside. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Here's a 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Redbirds down quietly. Now the Guardians will get their shot. Still scoreless. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And starting this one, Andre Palante.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Scott raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Squeezes it, and a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. Hard hit left side. Fires over to first. And Ramirez is set down. And talk about efficient. 3 outs on 3 pitches, and the inning is done. Second inning set to go. Here's Nolan Gorman. Bieber back to work. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Alec Burleson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
There's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. Right through there for a strike. Arenado matched a homer in his last game. And there's a ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Second inning here, no score. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Santana. The pitch. Ripped towards third. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
David Fry in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And that one in the air center field. 2 up, 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
This one in the air. And he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Guardians fail to score. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8, catcher Pedro Pajes.
And now, Pedro Pajes.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
And that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. To the right side. And it gets by him. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. There's a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Swinging a foul straight back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Out to center. Thomas grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Wynn stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Pajes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd, stepping up for the Guardians, Lane Thomas. Gets the outside corner with that one.
You know, these Guardians, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And the pitch. That one off the mark. And now it's even 1-1. Little chopper rolls foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike.
Perhaps Just not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Set down on strikes. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. No score.
Leading off for the Cardinals, left fielder, Brendan Donovan.
The general better fall back, put your hands up. It's a new sheriff in town. Everybody get up, get down.
Into center. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Now batting the first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Here's Contreras now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Inside, and that's ball 1. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a big swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Gorman. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Digging in, Alec Burleson. 0-1.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there. But it feels like that approach might be playing with fire. He loves to go after pitches with a wrinkle in it.
2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. 4th inning underway, no score. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. They get the force, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 hit is all they get. We're midway in the 4th. We're tied 0-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter now, Will Brennan. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Slice the other way and foul. And base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going. Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Brennan gets his lead at first with nobody out. Line to left, and foul ball. Rips one to right, and no one can get there. And they're at the corners with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Hey! 1-1.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And now the DH, David Fry. He's 0 for 1.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
1 ball. No
This
strike.
one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing a high fly ball deep left field. That one carrying. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He made him pay for that one. His 11th of the year. The Guardians strike first. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. With the low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor.
Now batting.
One gone runner at first. Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's a strike. Strike on the inside corner.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Feeds to second, out there. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Tick-tock with the time on the clock. You been here wasting my time. Boy, you need to stop asking me 21 questions, going back and forth. Ain't playing tennis. You a menace, about to start up a war.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Like a river, I keep rolling.
Bieber back to work. Just missed.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next pitch misses way outside. Right side, and it goes just foul. Next pitch inside. 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time up. Nootbaar in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. A little bit high, and that is ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Ramirez. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher Pedro Pajes.
So up next, Pedro Pajes. A single his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And ball 1. Arenado leads off first with 1 away.
2-1.
In the dirt. Throw sails over his head at first. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The 0-1. That one missed. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't
swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Throw on to Santana. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And now Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball. And that is out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and we're at the top of the 5th. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Guardians 3 and the Cardinals 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Miles Michaelis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Freeman. Struck out swinging his first time. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Brian Rocchio. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. Nobody out. Runner at first. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball. Michaelis throws to first. Freeman back in on a dive. Popped up. Michaelis hauls it in, and there's one away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Kwan in the box again, takes a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Outside low, gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan, 1 for 2. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Right through there for a strike. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is outside. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Scott sizes this one up, and that's the 3rd out. Guardians lead 1, and the score stays 3-1. back here in Cleveland. Now it's going to be Brendan Donovan. Called strike right there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Throw on to Santana. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And up to hit is Wilson
Up next
Contreras.
for the Cardinals, first baseman Wilson Contreras.
First pitch just misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one hit to right. Brennan sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 away. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Joey Cantillo taking over on the mound.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Ball 1 and a pitch inside. And he swings over the top there.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That one misses. 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece and stays alive. "3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Guardians 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. To the right side, and that's just foul. Ramirez with another scorching run of play lately. Next offering is down low.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
And here is Carlos Santana. drive, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next is the designated hitter, David Fry. He really made his presence felt back in the fourth inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
First offering misses badly for ball one. Right through there for a strike. That one missing inside. Santana leads off second with one gone in the inning. And a strike on the outside edge. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Man at second. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Hit hard but foul off to the left. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And that's outside. First and third, one down. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's inside. Two on, one out, and that one got a piece of him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Lane Thomas, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And that one fouled off.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. That one back. Out of here. Grand slam. That's worth the price of admission. It's 7-1.
Great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. It's the grand slam to drive in for. Really good job at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Miles Michaelis done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Tank Hence.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Tyler Freeman digs in for the Guardians. And that drops in for a strike. That one
ball,
not close.
one strike.
And it's a ball and a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 away.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
There's a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Look out!
Take your base.
And it hit him. So 2 down now, and here is Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 in this one. And that skips in the dirt. 4 runs already in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. And that's down and away. Next pitch is outside.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him looking. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable.
Whoa.
That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
In the air, right side. Makes the grab. That's out number 2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And a curve is down and in.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Guardians 7 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder, Will Redding.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and countered away. But you counterfeit, I countered your fits, led you astray. In the worst way, too legit, them hammer days. And we buck down, this is Bucktown. Come on, pimpin'. Eye to eye, the clapper had to twitch.
And ball one to the right fielder.
1-0. Strike! 1-1.
And now 2 balls and a strike. That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Donovan makes the grab, 1 down.
Up next for the Guardians.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. First offering, and it just misses. The Guardians up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Now batting first baseman, Carlos Santana.
2 outs, base is empty. Carlos Santana digs in now. Not even close there. Ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle, win. In plenty of time to first. And that is that. Guardians go down 1-2-3, and they're on top 7-1. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes.
Pedro Pajes.
Cantillo, in his rookie season, 25 years old, And he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Ripped to short. Throw on to Santana. One up, one down. Victor Scott now at the plate. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And a slider misses down and away.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Two down, base is empty. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That's a slider for a strike. And that drops in for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Ball 1, no strikes. Win off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really...
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So the Cards strand a couple. They're down 7-1. Bottom of the 8th at the plate, David Fry.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Hence back to work. Pitch misses. 1-0.
One ball, 1 strike.
And there's a strike. That misses, and it's 2-2.
2 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Out to short. And he can't come up with it. So a man at first. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1-0.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. That one way inside. Now move to first. Fry dives back in safely. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Outside with a breaking ball. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away. You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler.
Now here is Tyler Freeman. And he pumps it a strike. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-2 now.
Just couldn't get that one down, and it's really just about catching the ball with the bat.
On the ground to third. Off balance speed. There's one. To first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And up next for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. There's a strike at the knees. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
1-1. Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
Count's full.
Plays the plate, and they cut him down. That's the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Through 8 full, it's the Guardians 7 and the Cardinals 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Gorman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch, and right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Ball one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one ripped. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Here's Nolan Arenado.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strike.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 away with a runner at third here at the top of the 9th. Up the middle, Rocchio to first, and they get Arenado for the out.
Well, it's a way to get the run across right there. You chip away at this lead. You try to get more runs without giving up outs. We'll see what they're able to do.
So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Lars Nootbaar. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians even this series up at a game apiece.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Lo que te espera, arte Mona Lisa, por tu cama se desliza.